Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the vodcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. This is Convincing Idiots. My name's Dean.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Nick. And if you have not joined us before, we are Convincing Idiots. We are three friends who represent three different generations. We talk about pop culture, nerd stuff, all that cool stuff. So if that's your jam and you dig it, then stick around. We can be reached by emailing us at convincingidiots@gmail.com. You can find us on YouTube or Facebook by searching Convincing Idiots. We're also on Instagram at Convincing_Idiots, on Twitter at Convincing Idiot with no S, and on TikTok at Convincing Idiots with the S. We're available wherever you like to listen to podcasts. So just ask your home assistant device to play the Convincing Idiots podcast, and she hopefully will. So we are here. Another day in the life of three beautiful looking podcasters and another week in pop culture. How are we doing, fellas? What's going on? What's new?
I just want to say that there is one more way we can be reached that you did not bring up. You could also jump out of the bushes and tickle us.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just thought not a lot of people know that, but that's a fact.
Yeah.
What is also a fact is I typically walk near bushes with my back to them. So
okay,
do with that what you will.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we might even give you a Convincing Idiots sticker, perhaps. Yeah, absolutely. They do exist. We do have them.
I'm sweating. I'm laughing. Pull it out of my back pocket. God damn it! You deserved it. Here you go.
There you go.
What an odd exchange. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will be sure to tell my friends to also get in on this and listen and join you.
We'll have to get some made up. I tickled an idiot. I think about that. That's pretty good. I like that.
That is good.
I like
that.
I like that. Yeah. So there's
and you can only get them through the act. There's no. It's not.
No other way.
Well, we don't hand that out with flyers
special,
or anything.
Very specialized. Yeah.
Yep.
And on YouTube, I don't know if I'm here, there, or here, but I really hope during the YouTube video, tickle an idiot hashtag pops up right here.
Yeah. Sure.
And if you like that video, make sure you tickle that like button. And if you really like it, tickle that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah, I like it.
I really want.
It was Vic that really did it, though.
I really want all of our significant others to have shirts that say "I tickled an idiot."
Yeah.
I really want that.
It could happen.
By the weekend.
Sure. Yep. It's more dualism, perhaps.
Yes.
That's right.
See?
Yes.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yes.
What this is all based on.
See?
This is a dualistic podcast.
Yep. Yep. You know what? That was another email I forgot to read. We'll get back to that another time. But anyway,
we'll get on that.
Yeah. So today is March the 2nd. So it's already 2 months into the new year already. Right around a year ago, by the way, think about that. So it's right around a year ago, the pandemic was just starting to get worse.
Yeah.
So
Rudy Gobert happened, I believe, on March 10th.
Mm-hmm.
The Rudy Gobert game, the Utah Jazz, the first. That's the NBA player that first had COVID, and that really was what brought everything
went around,
down.
He started touching on
the microphones.
Yep.
And, I mean, but
and then you found out Hanks got it. And
I remember that vividly because everybody was talking about this was kind of ramping up, and they were like, "You just wait. Once this makes its way to pro sports, the bottom's going to fall out of this thing. You're going to see big changes." And a lot of people didn't take it seriously and whatever. Right. But I remember that vividly because
it was still don't.
Just, I mean, as I'm a Raptors fan, and 2 games prior to the league shutting down, the Raptors had just played the Jazz, and I'm looking back at all these still frames of Rudy Gobert contesting shots and going up in the paint, and everybody's just face to face and
crazy,
mouths on chests, and just everybody's breathing on each other. I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, it's pretty wild. It's weird to think it's been a year. In some capacity, it feels like it's been longer, but in another way, it's hard to believe that it's like, wow, it's been a year already.
Yeah, we right around this time, so we went down to me and some friends went down to Savannah, Georgia last year for St. Patrick's Day, and we had went down a couple years prior in 2017 as well. And at that point, huge crowds, and they have a big parade and all this stuff. And we knew when we were planning to go that everything was right on the fence if it was going to be canceled or not. I'm sorry, I think you lost my video there for a second.
Where is he? Where is he?
Sorry,
Where
We
sorry,
miss
sorry.
you. We miss you.
Sorry.
Oh my God, where's Brian? Where's Brian? Where's... Oh no!
Sorry about that. I got a
There
call
he
came in
is.
there. Sorry about that. I got a call there. So.
The stat man rises. There we go.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. It was my mom. It said an emergency. Please pick up, and I just hung up immediately. Of course. So. Yeah.
God damn it, Mom! I'm doing a
Anyway,
podcast.
we still went down there and we had a great time, but everything was closed. They had no parade and a lot of things were shut down and everything, so it was different. But yeah, it was just a strange time. So in pop culture recently, pop culture / news a little bit. The vaccines we know are rolling out. Johnson & Johnson was just approved for a single shot vaccine. SNL this week did a pretty good skit on the cold open with Catherine McKinnon.
Yeah, Kate McKinnon. Yep.
Kate McKinnon. I said Catherine.
Yep.
Kate McKinnon.
So I'm sure that's her birth name. I mean,
yeah, that's her
probably
name.
Yeah,
that is her name.
You're just a proper motherfucker. That's all.
Yep.
So she played. If you haven't seen this, go back and watch this on YouTube or otherwise. She played Anthony Fauci, Dr. Anthony Fauci, and it played a game show. Am I eligible for the vaccine? Now, my mom is of age. Your parents probably not quite yet. My mom is in her early 70s. So, and it's a real thing in the rollout of the giving the vaccines.
Brian, how did your arm feel? How did your arm feel after you got one?
I'm still not quite there yet. Yeah, but trying to get her in somewhere is a hassle. It's like that you have to go into each individual. As first of all, it's like you guys are expecting 70-plus-year-old people to be savvy enough. Now, some
to go online and on their phone or whatnot.
Sure.
Yeah.
So many are, but many are not. And
right.
You cannot just pick up the phone and call and schedule an appointment anymore. That just does not exist in a normal store. So anyway,
did you hear about the I think he was like 17-year-old high school kid. I think because he was, home learning whatever, because of this pandemic, he took it upon himself in his city to go. I don't know if he went door to door or called, but he went through a shit ton of elderly people, helping them to
That's
get
fantastic.
online and help them schedule.
That's nice.
Yeah,
nice.
It was very cool to hear. It was a good.
How
good
sweet
story.
of him to go from door to door spreading this. Yeah, that's great.
They opened the door and it's like, I'm here to help.
Yeah. So he went on and scheduled for them or
That's very
something
cool.
like that. Was he was doing offering help?
Yeah. Yep.
See, that's a great idea. If they would set up places at least where people can go in and have people help try to schedule for them if they don't have the means to do that. Because again, you can't call.
Right. I was going to do that. I I saw that and I was very touched and moved by it. But I'm like, well, I can't really make any. I couldn't see making money on that, so I thought against it after.
Well, so now the thing to do would be go help people out while you're at it. No. Rob them.
Sorry.
While you're at it, pull us up and give the Convincing Idiots podcast a nice little subscribe.
Yeah.
See?
There you go.
Yeah. Just
then take their med.
Nice little trade off. Maybe take a med or two. That's it.
Right.
It's simple. Yep.
Anyway, this is a real exercise in the way that you guys think in general. You got your long-term thought process and your immediate process.
Yep.
Quick thoughts.
So anyways, it's a real mess. So hopefully they get things better, but you have to go into each
that
individual.
old broad's back pills gave me a boner.
That's right. Yeah. What a mix up. Anyway, so it's a mess. Hopefully they get things more organized because you have to literally go into each location, keep refreshing, trying to find an appointment. No place around our Akron area you can't get in anywhere right now. It's a mess.
So you have yet to get her.
My mom, I haven't got her in anywhere just yet, so we have to keep looking and trying. So anyway,
my grandparents live in South Carolina, and I think they wanted to go online, and it was like you had to fill out the form, and then you just wait, and they call you. Now, luckily, they did get a call back, and they have had their first vaccine. They'll have their second one here in another week or two, which is fantastic. But yeah, it was luckily it was relatively easy. But when I first spoke to her before my grandmother, before she got the call back, she didn't know when she was going to hear. There was no timeline. It's just you go, like you said, Brian, you go online and You fill out the form and you just wait. There's no
well there's a website
time
for like for us our age and like everybody. I should have written it down, but there's a website that we all can fill out a form and it will email us when it's, when our turn's coming up, when the rollout's coming. Nick, yours is going to be like 4 years from now, but
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll give you a timeline of, when if things adjust, if things change, if things open up, but they'll let you know when it's your turn.
Well, that's good at least.
So Google that phrase or some shit like that. It'll come up.
You get on the Ohio website as well, Ohio Health or something like that to get you. But anyways, it's hopefully they get better organized sooner than later. So that was just something this week. All right, so more lighter news. We are obviously superhero fans. We do the superhero brackets and all that as well. And Dean is especially a Superman fan. Interesting news. That
you are a super fan of men.
That's right.
You are a Superman fan.
That's
Absolutely.
Right. That's right.
Man of Steel.
Also, the comic book hero Dean's a fan of Superman as well.
Mm-hmm. I am.
So there's that's not a rumor, but they are making a new Superman film by Ta-Nehisi Coates. He's a American journalist. He's a black man. He's written a comic book series for Black Panther and Captain America, and J.J. Abrams' company Bad Robot is going to produce it. They don't know what it's about yet, but there's a rumor it's going to be about a black Superman.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
now,
go ahead.
So it's not DC. So they're not going to use the character Superman, right? Or are they?
The rumor is that the one we talked about in the last superhero bracket that the Marvel universe has the multiverse. In the DC universe, they have a similar thing, but they have different Earths. So
no.
Earth. Go ahead.
I understand that. I'm asking like in real life, are they using Superman or are they using a Superman-like character? Like,
no,
is this
Superman,
a partnership
right?
with DC?
It's DC.
Okay,
I think yes. The rumor is it's going to be a Superman on a different Earth.
Okay.
One of these alternate Earths.
And I was going to ask that. I'm not super familiar with all the different versions of Superman or things like that, but wasn't there? I've heard rumors. Wasn't there a version of a comic where he was a black man?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
When Superman was killed by Doomsday, when he was reborn, I think into seven different people.
Okay.
It's not that though. It's not that.
It's not. It's not that. But I'm saying is that's what he's thinking.
Okay.
Gotcha.
That's
that
what
there was a black Superman.
Yeah.
There was a cyborg Superman. There was a
right.
young Superman. And I think ultimately, they all like merged and came together for Superman himself. But yeah, when he was first reborn, he was broken up into like a few different Supermans, and yes, an African American Superman was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Yes. That was actually an interesting storyline back then. But, so this is so the rumor is there's Michael B. Jordan might be in the running for this. I think it'll be great.
Yes.
But there's on Earth 23. There's a President Superman. Calvin Ellis is his character's name. That's the rumor that they're going to go with. So it'd be completely not tied to our Earth and our DC heroes, if you will. They could, if they go that direction, they could do a completely different, separate movie. Don't have to worry about tying into stuff, and so I think it's an interesting concept. You don't have to, we don't need Batman, Wonder Woman, none of that shit. Just have a good, solid, decent Superman movie. I say yes, go with it.
No.
Terrific. Go ahead.
Now, Michael B. Jordan, is he the only rumored? I mean, are they going young? Because I was trying to think. Oh,
Brian, your mom's calling
sorry.
again. Yeah, you got a silencer.
That's all right. Yep. I'm back. Go ahead.
Idris Elba. If you could go like older, like an established Superman, I think you would make a kick-ass Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be a good one. Sure. So I like the whole storyline, and I talked about this with other friends. And it's just the whole thing, like, it's just good to have diversity in heroes in general and movie heroes. I know we all agree with that. So
Yeah.
let's have young kids of all races and creeds
Absolutely.
and all that stuff see
It's
on the big
something you
screen.
It's something you don't think about a lot as a white person, because you know what I mean. We're depicted in so many things, right?
That's right.
And men even just forget about just white men especially. I mean, even if you're a little girl, you might Luckily, that's changing, and we're seeing more women in things. We're seeing people of different ethnicities represented in things, and that does it. It kind of goes unnoticed by us because we are fortunate enough and privileged enough to not have to face that. But for people that don't see it, they notice that they don't see it. So it's cool. That's good. It's important that people see that.
Well, I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I don't want to get into a preaching, whole ordeal here, but on what Nick said, how many people believe that Jesus would have been white? You know what I mean? Because of all the paintings and depictions and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, he's from the Middle East, right? So he would have been Middle Eastern. So like he was saying, I mean, we don't have, we see what we see, what's in front of us.
Narcissism
Superman.
is a powerful thing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not the idea that it was you're not born with it. We see it because it's put in front of us, right?
Sure.
So why not put out a black Superman and show that?
Right.
Or a Middle Eastern Superman, or an Asian Superman, or
Yeah.
And you could diversify and just spread it out.
You could do all this with these different Earths. So I wonder if they can experiment with this. If it goes well, they could do some of those more movies. They could do more movies like that and just have a nice standalone story.
Right.
Be done. If it takes off, great. You could do more. Right?
And it's not taking away from the Superman you've seen
that's right,
on screen before.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
how about human beings can just represent human beings on screen, and it doesn't matter what they look like because we're all human beings.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, really,
not all of us.
The more hear that nice millennial perspective out there.
There you go. Woke as
pay
fuck.
attention. Pay attention.
Okay, right, so real quick before you move on to the next one. One other casting idea that I had in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Reginald Vell Johnson.
I don't know who that is.
The dad from Family Matters.
Oh, Carl?
Carl Winslow.
Oh, I love Carl Winslow. Fuck yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Put him with the S on his chest. God damn it. Let's do it.
Yes.
Maybe he Lex Luthor.
Yeah. All right. I'd take that.
Yeah. God, I want that so bad now that the image is in my head. I really do.
Lex Luthor eating a Twinkie or something.
Right.
Isn't that the guy?
Yep.
Die Hard 2, right?
Yep. Yep. Die Hard 2. That's right.
He's good. All right. Something near and dear in your households, I'm sure. This famous character turned 25 years of age in February. Pokemon. Pokemon.
Well, let's start with showing Brian's age, because you said the character Pokemon.
Pikachu is probably who you're thinking.
Pikachu's that's why I think of Pikachu. Yeah, the whole thing, Pokemon, all the characters and
where you
everything.
Find it on the interwebs and such.
Did you know that little mouse rat guy, the cat, the little cat, the Pokemon? He's 25 today. How about that?
Right.
Hey, happy birthday to the little critter.
Enough of this. Give me my pills. It's nap time.
Yeah, so Peyton had the cards and stuff like that, and I had near almost a stepson. I was engaged at the time and all that, and he was a super sweet kid and all that. We miss him, but him and Peyton are still good friends to this day. But he got Peyton into that stuff, and we had the cards around the house here and everything. That was our exposure to it. Obviously, it's become a huge thing over the years with video games and animated series and all that stuff. So your kids are into that, yes? The Pokemon universe.
Got cards laying. Actually, real quick, we're going to take a break. Take a pause for the cause. Okay. Give you a little music, and we will be right back. All right?
Okay.
All right.
And in 5, 4, 3.
And we're back, commencing idiots. Sorry, I just can't get over that commercial that plays. Just touches my heart there.
Yeah, very soothing.
It's like a potato chip. It's like you kind of you just want a little bit. You can't just have one. You want to hear more and more Brian's voice. And
you want to put all of them in your mouth.
That's right.
All of the Brian in your mouth all at the same time.
That's right. I get that.
That's right. So we were talking about that one Pokemon guy. I think we were talking about. No, but the Pokemon universe turns 25 in February. Is a big, a lot of celebrations, and they had streaming concerts and all these things. So you guys were talking about it's definitely prevalent in your homes right now with young kids. So
it's relatively new, as in like the past 6 months, right? Am I right, Nick? Around 6, 7 months, something like that.
For our kids?
Yeah.
For our kids, I mean, I'd say so. Yep.
And it's going strong. I mean, it's all the cards, the app where you go and you walk around and you throw the ball and you catch the guy and stuff. And
Pokemon Go.
This is all new to me. Like I'll drive him around the lake, or we'll go walk around Lake Anna and catch the Pokemon. Or, for example, we'll be sitting there watching TV at night, and he'll come, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "What's wrong?" "Oh, there's a rare Pokemon over, whatever, a few blocks down." I'm like,
"That's a meth neighborhood. We're not going there."
Well, that's the thing. It's like it's like 7:30, and hell, it's just him and I.
But it's a Bulbasaur.
I go, "Put your coat on, let's do it." What the hell? It's a couple blocks down, so I get in the car and we drive down and we park wherever so we can catch it. And I mean, it makes me happy to see him this excited into something,
Sure. Right.
Yeah. So, and then I have it on my phone, right? And Megan has it on her phone, because both our kids, enjoy it, and they don't have phones of their own. So we're, he'll play it. They have it on their tablets, but not on, they don't have phones. Linked to the same account. So her and I will be sitting at a bar with no kids, catching Pokemon for the kids. And yes, nice. I use quotation marks.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I would rather a stranger look over my shoulder and see me looking at porn in public than see me catching Pokemon as a 40-year-old man. But that is my reality.
Yes. There's worse ones to have, my friend. There's worse ones to have.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah. Yeah. No, my kids are very much into it. Same thing. I mean, within, like Dean said, within the past few months, we've got multiple decks of these cards. We're getting books for them. We have board games that involve the cards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, the apps, all that stuff. I mean, Pokemon was popular. I remember first taking notice of it when I was in grade school. I think grade school heading into like middle school. It was starting to get real popular, and the animated series was out. And I remember specifically there was a girl that I really liked at the time that was really into Pokemon. So I was going to make it my goal to like get into this, right? I was going to watch this show, was going to understand what it was about, and I was going to, get into this so we would have that common interest. And I woke up early in the morning before school because that's when Pokemon was on for some reason. It was, or at least at that time, so in that time slot before school, I would wake up early to turn it on and watch it. And I never understood it. I did a lot of the anime.
My
stuff.
reaction now.
Even like I tried Dragon Ball Z when that was popular. I just didn't understand it. There's just something that didn't, whatever click with me. But all the same, it's cool to see the kids could definitely be watching worse stuff. I mean, there's all these. Right. It's a brilliant. I've always thought it's a brilliant marketing thing. I mean, they've got all these different ones, and not only the different Pokemon, but then they evolve into different versions of themselves. And there's toys, and there's cards, and there's cards are worth a lot of money. And I had no idea when our kids started getting into these cards that was still a thing, because that was a thing when I was younger. The physical cards, I didn't know people still went nuts over this stuff. I knew about when Pokemon Go came out. That was a big deal, and everybody was walking around like zombies, looking at their phones, catching Pokemon everywhere outside. But I had no idea the cards were still such a massive thing. We went to Target to